I have the most burning question of the night for you.
Okay, wow.
Is it true that Anne Hathaway wasn't appreciating the frosted tips when she met you?
She didn't appreciate. I mean, she's been very vocal about the fact she didn't appreciate the frosted tips. Look, there is a place for frosted tips. It might not be in this movie, and I respect that.
But you pulled them off.
I like to think so.
But to be fair, you were growing your hair out, right?
I was growing my hair out. I've just been on a job, and I think actually just finding Hayes' look as well was just such a fun part of the process, and Annie was very helpful within that as well. So, yeah.
Man, you and Anne, your chemistry was fire. How did you develop that? Because it's not always easy to have that on screen.
Honestly, it's funny. It just was so organic. Like we didn't really have to try anything. I think that we obviously had this amazing chemistry test where we both felt like we'd really connected, and then we just kind of opened each other up. The stream of communication. We would chat on the phone a lot. We sent voice messages, and so we finally got there on day one, which is this kind of hectic, and we did a sort of European tour montage. So by the end of that, 20-hour day or whatever it was crazy. We were very bonded.
Yeah. Well, you can tell, man. And you're in a boy band. I am. Were you a boy band fan growing up? Did you ever get into it?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I wouldn't say like a boy band fan. I mean, I appreciated, like Backstreet Boys, but I was more sort of into bands. But I think the camaraderie that kind of comes with performing as a five on stage. I mean, it was just. Talk about chemistry. Obviously Annie and I had amazing chemistry, but I felt like I had great chemistry with the lads as well.
Yeah. So how did you get in that zone? Did you study NSYNC or Backstreet Boy music videos?
It's so funny. I think really the most important thing was just spending time with the boys every night. We would hang out in my hotel room. We'd go for meals, and because really you can't manufacture these sort of things that we've seen before with other bands. It really has to come naturally, and I think you do see that on screen. I think you see it in sort of little motifs, how much fun we actually have being with each other,
And we get to hear you sing. Everybody loves hearing you sing. So has this movie inspired you to come out with new music, maybe a debut album?
It definitely inspired that type of performance. I think, acting's obviously been very generous to me, and I'm very lucky that I have a lot of opportunities right now. So it's about trying to carve out some time to maybe be able to pursue that.
Man, your year. I mean, Mary and George, Red, White, and Royal Blue, Bottoms, this. You don't stop.
I don't want to stop. Listen, man, when I started out, I was working as an actor and a caterer and working in frozen yogurt stores, and so I'm just extremely grateful that I get to do this job full time.